Right, okay. Feet's here. Hello, you. Welcome back, you beautiful people. Right, I'm going to play some Drizzlepath Genie. This is meant to be the longer out of the 4 games. And, yeah. It's about 3 to 5 hours, how long to beat says. So, we could be here for a while. But I've got all night. Alrighty, let's get into it.
Once upon a time. Isn't that how stories are supposed to begin? That is how my mother always began her stories. But why can't they end that way? Because the ending is usually when the promise of everlasting happiness is proclaimed. What are stories if not the memories of our people? And if memory is any clue, there is no guarantee of happiness. Is it just a myth that there is any such thing as happily ever after? Memory is a broken mirror, fragments of reflective glass and fractures of light, gleaming in brilliance for a moment before fading forever into vague washes of soft color and deepening shade. Sometimes, the harder we try to focus on them, the more they fade and slip from our grasp. Beautiful shards that, when taken all together, make us who we are. Memories or dreams. Sometimes it is impossible to tell the difference.
Right. What we got here then? We got a fence, a house.
Last night in my dreams, a mysterious wizard came to me. He spoke in a foreign voice, a series of strange sounds that formed a single word. In that word was a message that I understood. He said that I had been chosen, and at the same time,
well, got a different presentation here.
Lula, he said, because of your gifts of both endurance and vision, you have been chosen to retrieve the sacred relic of your people, the Genie.
Ah, okay. Got a jump button, crouch button.
Another wizard, who wants the Genie for himself, has cursed you with the inability to run. Even now he makes his way to the top of the mountain to claim it as his own. You must reach the Genie before him and learn its purpose, its power, for if he takes possession of it, you will be further cursed with the inability to walk. You and your people will never again be free to choose your own path.
Oh God. Well, that explains the
So
walking
make haste,
simulator.
child. Do not tarry. Though the path is long, it is the shortest. Though the path is not easy, it is simple. Though you walk alone, fear not. I will be with you. But you will soon have an important choice that only you can make. And that choice will make all the difference. Thus, I woke to a morning of light drizzle, and under the soft light of early dawn, began to walk towards the mountain of fire.
Have fun with your cleaning and shower. Cleaning the house and then cleaning Bunny.
Life in the village has fallen out of balance since the Genie disappeared. Before then, we had the freedom to choose our own paths in life. But now they are decreed by the shamans when we come of age. There are hunters and fishers, collectors and keepers, weavers and walkers. Only one path has ever been chosen for each person. Until me. The shamans decreed that I am both weaver and walker.
Well, we're on a quest.
Weavers do not just weave fish baskets and blankets, they are also weavers of words. Poets and storytellers, they keep the history of our people and weave their words into the warp and woof of every textile. Walkers are the wanderers and wanderers, the dreamers and askers of questions. They are the seekers of whatever light they may find to illuminate the darkest corners of hearts and minds. Of all that have walked away from the village, none have returned.
Ooh. Doesn't bode well for me, does it? Oh, here's my first path, like choice. Do I go left or right? Well, I say, ooh, tough choice. Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, pretty lights. Thought I'd go for the green pretty lights instead of the red ones. It's telling me to do something there. I feel like I'm in a Japanese anime. Need some Japanese ladies singing now.
I remember as a child, running with bare feet on the freshness of the world.
So
I thought that none could ever lay bounds before me. I ran with joy among the head-high grasses and spent long days gathering up the foxtails and bluebells. I wove them with song into idols of innocence. Then I learned that we lay our own bounds by the choices we make. We invent our limits, give them names, and revere them with fear and awe.
Got a house. Yeah, no fire escape, hey? There's no way to get in or out of that house. Not a very good house, is it? I've got an achievement saying blue is a colour. I think I just got that for walking this way, basically. I think it's automatic how fast I'll walk or run. Sorry.
Spring is my favorite season, when foxglove and bluebells fill the fields and wakes me in a reverent temperance.
Wow, that's a shit
I
ton of
walk
bluebells.
with awe in what seems to me the first garden of innocence. But we know that story always ends in exile. Still, spring holds me in her pallid modesty. Her sanguine nights sing me alive with hopeful expectation. Spring is a dormant beauty that wakes herself with thunders, reticent and wanting.
Pretty lights are. Slowed down for some reason.
As if unsure of herself, the languid roots of spring slowly unmire themselves, sallow in the vegetable black. Slow, but strong enough to cast out the quick of winter and buckle stone. This is the scent of warm rain, exhaling her heart in quiet resignation, a verdant whispering of sprouts. Her tremulous love opens rivers and savages veins. In any event, by the casting off of clouds, she seems certainly resigned to shine.
Yeah, she definitely killed someone. Winding path we're on. This is a hell of a lot of bluebells. Wow. See? About foxgloves.
The winter long we waited, with patient urgency, for spring's pristine rhythms to break the spell of frost. Her feast of lights and flowering fires announce a promise fulfilled. She holds me in her lightness, delivers me from heavy knowledge, and sings me sweetly to love. I surrender, unwanting, in the gentle accord of propagation. Her strength is in her long sleep, when awakens the animal soil, harnessing the sun itself.
Okay. Who's that? Who we got here? Oh, it's a statue. The hell, man? Statue of who? Guessing so. Guessing after hibernation.
Should I have walked to the left from the...
Don't know. Too late to go back now. Keep going. Excuse me.
Spring wakes and gathers herself about me in tangles of light. When it rains, reigns she in me, generating new life among the stones and monuments. When she sleeps, dreams she in me, casting out the shade and rot. When she sings, sings she in me, when her voice and everything after colors me so beautiful. When she rises, rises she in me, holding me in her waking and opening to me the virgin sky.
Okay. She got about Mother Nature. Or she got a crush on some girl. What do we have here?
What are these ruins? Who built them and when? In the absence of information, the mind imagines what it will. Perhaps it is a monument built to commemorate something lost, or the beginnings of a city aborted in cataclysm. Perhaps it is a shrine built by acolytes of a long-forgotten principle, now gone from the world. Though I have never been here before, it feels familiar to me, perhaps in a dream.
In a dream? Yeah. We're gonna go find a genie, so I've got some wishes to make. Can't stop. Need to go get the genie. Oh, have we got another choice? Oh no. Just pearly lights. Ooh, pearly. Where's this path? Here we go. Get back on the path.
Dreams are the graven gods of memory, whispers of our world seen through cubed glass. So said the potter on one of my many visits to his workshop. He spun clay and mud into useful vessels, but his passion was glass. His shop was filled with glass vessels and ornaments of every color. Flooded with light, his shop itself became a dancing chromatic prism. Every vessel was filled with a colored liquid, and I wondered at each one in turn.
She's got a lot of stories, hasn't she? Oh wow, this is auto walk. Oh right. Huh. Nice. I got an auto walk button. Oh, that's awesome. All I have to do is just turn. Oh, what a nice little feature. I can play one-handed now. Sweet as fuck.
Sapphire phylacteries and emerald filters, ruby crucibles, and cobalt cryospheres, all connected with glass tubes and an intricate maze of wonder. I pestered him as he worked. What is this? What's in this one? What is that? His answers were always cryptic, only half attentive. With thick glass lenses affixed to his eyes, he rarely looked up from his work. He used words I had never heard before or since. Beautiful words I couldn't possibly remember. One word he used often enough that I remember, philosophia. He said it meant for love of wisdom. I wondered if he wasn't making up his own language.
Probably was.
He picked up a thick square bottle of sky blue and turned it in the light, peering through it. Dreams are the graven gods of memory, whispers of our world. His thoughts seemed to drift as I noticed a small jar that stood out from the rest. It contained a liquid black as pitch, darker than night without stars. "What is this one?" I asked, trying my best to see through the black opaque. "Ah, this one," he said with genuine awe. "This one is special. Though it seems to be void of color, in fact it is every color. It is not just one thing, it is all things." He picked up a feather and dipped the pinion in the black liquid. "While you see opaque nothingness, in truth is infinite possibility." On a piece of starched vellum, he wrote a single word: Genie.
So the genie's a black liquid. I thought it was going to give me some wishes.
"You see," he showed me the word, "the stone is not a stone." He looked at me as if I should understand, but I clearly did not. He continued writing and said dismissively, "Go home, child. Go to sleep and dream. Ponder the genie. Perhaps then you will have learned something." I left, but did not return home. As the sun set, I lay in the tall grass and looked as far as I could into the darkening sky, whispering the word he had written. I slept and dreamed.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I turned off auto walk there for a second. Where are we going anyway? Where's this genie?
In my dream, I saw all that the potter had written. It was not the words I saw, but the meaning of them, as if they were the images themselves, cast upon my sleep in a soft voice. "Shh! Listen," he said. "A great hush is cast upon all that is past before. There is no greater love than this, to be so taken up, here on the blue plains, these idle ruins crushed softly to sleep, a dry stirring of angel grass and the silence of sunfall."
I reckon it's up the top of that mountain. Must be why the smoke's coming off it. Hey, we're back at the bluebells again. We've got a choice. Yeah, I think we got a choice again. Hold up. Which way do you think we should go? Left or right here? Yeah, we've got another choice here. Left. Okie dokie. We shall go left.
Listen, in the dying of this song from my lips, how the world came down like life from the night. And look, how unlike an angel sits she on high, calculating her potency in the arithmetic of parts. She may condescend, groundwards bending, to mechanical consideration. Her pantropic gestures seldom reach me, though I strain in my sinew. Shards of futility fly against her concentrated prowess.
Ah, okay. So yeah, we just made a choice there. Very windy path. This also walk feature's really good. I like it. All I have to do is just look around. It's good. In fact, I think most walking simulators should have this feature. Have the ability to toggle it on and off, obviously, but hold up. We've got another choice. We have. God. Let's say we go right this time. Let's go right. Yeah, it's a gorgeous looking game, I have to say. All four of them have. Oh, hold up. I think this is where I came from. I think I've just gone round in a circle. Yeah, well, I've just gone round in a circle. Surely. Let's have a look at this again. Yeah, I have just gone round in the circle. Right, we'll go left again. Then we'll go left again. Taking the face off, are you? Welcome back, by the way, Bunny. Yeah, I did go round in the circle there. Good to know. Oh, you win with your faces, eh?
In such open expanses, exhalations anguish over themselves, seizing the mist I had hoped was breath. A forever unfolding deeper than skin, astonished in a swarming hive of stars and constellated light. How she wept for her own sovereignty, the sky stricken in the rictus of her dimensions, her small presence bending, etching glyphs with a willow stick in the sands of my ruin.
No, up the hill.
She etched comets of shining wing, spiral dance of all-seeing eyes, carbolic unctions and every feathered thing, a metastasis of miseries. Happiness, her saddest magic, she renders with the pretense of meaning, monstrous in formidable purity. Prettily stern, her lips pressed in overwrought intensity. In pneumatic murmurings, she teaches the crackling of winter trees, the leaning of midnight weeds.
Yeah, a lot of the time, I reckon most women don't need makeup, but they like it, so you know, who's to stop them having it? Wow, path ain't so obvious now. We've run out of path. Oh, hold up. No, we haven't. Can we go in these houses? Let's go inside. No, no, come on, let me in, let me in. Boo. Better let me in one more house like that.
Like wounded moths and wind-sick orchids, the hands of the world are so small and pale. She laments, how sweetly in me once she sang, and how now so high and away. How sound the mountain, still unmoved by me, and I, less than heroic, I strain with self-laid chains across my brow, cast quite down and apart. Gone, ungolden, this paramount overkill of permanent unlasting.
She's quite poetic with her storytelling.
Look, from the colossal and most ancient of thrones, unburnished even now, and desert brown, sand casts the seraphic armrests, no misericordia against the indifferent palaver, rising always in fragile wisps from unclean throats, the misbegotten children of prayer, my prayer. Rise and bend again, she swears. I would eat the shadows of the world if I thought there was light through the trees and such a thing as hope.
Nice little walk through the woods. What do you call it? Meadow, actually. Don't know. We'll go with woods. Maybe foothills. Come on, lady, we're supposed to be going up a mountain to get the genie. Got some wishes to make. Hell, bro. Huh? Oh, crap. Have I taken a wrong turn here? Oh, there we go. Path's here. We got here. Hell is that? Looks like a hand. Hold up. Those houses, they look familiar. Don't tell me I've just come back. Hey, no worries. Oh, Arsenal United. Oh, what's the score? Don't tell me. Oh, no. I've just gone round in a circle there. Right, okay, let's not get turned around this time. It's a 3-hour game. I don't need to get sidetracked. She ain't said anything in a while, so. Am I going the right way? I don't really know. Give me a sign. Yeah. Pretty game.
Already we feel the harpies nesting among her branches. Her beauty among us, her presence, suspends the flow of time, defeats the lower laws of nature. Freed from such loosely bound sense, unblinded by unknowing, the infinite horizon expands even as it recedes. Her eyes, only dimly lit now, dull and brown, widen as if to better fit knowledge. The morning sighs in infinite resignation of her falling.
Yeah, would be quite a twist.
Final bending and the heavy plunge, surging immaculate, Suicidal shafts of early daylight guide the sickening plummet and entire murders of unwinged crows. A scarlet thrush battering the air. The liquid trill of tanager and tautrix heralds us, the aristocrats of truth. She falls to purge what prose such dark miracles may, in glyphs and lying charms. Remember, she warned, poetry loves a martyr.
Yeah, as I was saying, it would be quite a twist if this genie was a witch and killed her. Right, I've come down this path. This path just ended. What the hell, bro? Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I think I've got to take a run up here. Wow. This is quite a... wasn't expecting some platform in here. No, just short. Quite phallic. Right, I'm thinking jump to this one and jump. Ah, no, come on. Oh, come on, I'm stuck here. Right. There we go. We got there. We got there.
In the folding of this song from my lips, how she came down like light from nothing, to salvage something beautiful from all this horror, this mindless hour, when the world blackens beneath her, some shining thing cleaned of its ashes, and brightly to signal those lost to sea. In such a land we take no notice of broken statuary. Being such as we are, we'll grind the stone, rubble worked to meal and mortar, foundations of torso, arms of empire.
This is quite the adventure, isn't it? Up and down the hills, bit of jumping as well. Oh, oh god. Right. Surprised Surprise, surprise.
Being such as we are, we make paste of angeldom, broken idol quite fallen, uncrowned of laurels, sprinkled as bone meal in the furrows of the world, a sign waiting to be found, unsearched for. Her presence purifies dialect, giving birth, even in death, to black sons of revelation. She bestows an ephemeral royalty to our chaos, grants us impatient endurance. Ransacked and ravished, she brandishes over pale winter the flowering scepter of her disdains.
Seems to be just wandering around the foothills currently. Need to climb some mountains. Oh, we have a statue. What's this guy doing?
And the path goes on and on and on.
Feel that, love. Okay.
We adored her star in its blue-green burning, kindled her heart in ancient caves, and mantled the world in her first love. Forgive us our birth. Our lips have not yet drunk the utterance of your several storms. In the lifting of this stream from my slumber, how the dawn came down like water from nothing. There is no greater love than this. She sleeps, quiet as death, and more lovely, wrecked but shouldering thunders.
We climbing a mountain? Looks like a mountain. Or a start of one. Mountains have these windy paths. I see the peak of a mountain. What's this?
I remember waking in the dewy blue field at dawn and rushing back to see the potter. I knew that Mother and Father would be worried and looking for me, but I had to have some answers about this stream. The potter was still writing at his desk, candles burnt down to stumps. At some point in the night, he had made a beautiful clay chalice that now lay in pieces on the floor. He didn't even look up. Go home, child. You have all the answers you will ever have.
We've just climbed up a mountain and now we're climbing down the other side of it. Oh, come on. Where's this other mountain? What a fake out. But it's that one over there. That's a big mountain. Have a swig of Fanta. Lovely scenery though, I have to say. Again.
I returned home where my father greeted me with silent hugs and a knowing look. He is a weaver, not only of fibers, but of words. He keeps the stories of the people and tells them as he weaves. So our history is in the warp and woof of every basket, every blanket, every winter cap. I remember sitting with him among the standing stones in the reaping season when the grasses had grown as tall as me. His voice was in tune with the dry seed pods scraping along rock as they swayed in the breeze. He pinched off the stalks of 3 and began to braid them together as he spoke.
Well, it's called Drizzlepath, but I wouldn't call that drizzle. It's more of like a light shower.
Do you know why you're special, Lula? He asked. Because I am the youngest, I guessed. He laughed. And so shall you always be. It looked like he was making a bracelet with the grass braid. But there is something else that makes you rare among our people. I am a weaver, this you know. Some are hunters, others are foragers, some are builders, while others are collectors. Just as your mother was a walker, born with a fierce curiosity to explore beyond the next horizon.
Oh, come on, let me in there. Let me in there. I want the lollipop. Oh, no. Oh, come on. What a crock. I can't get to it. Oh, that sucks. Well, I think the aim of the story of this is to find a genie at the top of the mountain. Could be trying to find herself along the way, like it's not a destination, it's a journey or something. That kind of thing.
He stopped braiding for a moment as his eyes squinted at the horizon, as if hoping to spot something very far away. Then, in a near whisper, "You are rare among our people because you are both weaver and walker. You are something more than both. You are a maker." And with that he took my hand, slipped the grass bracelet around my wrist and said, "Remember that almost nothing is ever what it seems. Beneath the surface is layer upon layer of history, all the little things that together make the whole."
this my mountain?
Knowing this, there can never be good or bad, dark or light. Things only seem this way because we don't know the whole story. Even now, you are choosing your path and making your own story. But your story is special because it will become the history of our people. One day, you will have an important decision to make that will determine the story of all of us. He stood and smiled down at me. What is life, if not the longest introduction? You will meet the genie, and perhaps, more importantly, the genie will meet you.
Oh, you're off to bed, are you, Bunny? Okay. It's okay. It's all good. No worries. Thanks for coming out as well. I'll see you soon, yeah? Good night.
He spoke of the genie long before my dream, where the wizard told me to find it. How could my father have known? Perhaps that is where my mother went, away to find the genie. She never wanted to be a walker, and thought she should have been a weaver. She seemed sad all the time, until, one day, she simply walked away. Perhaps she came this way. If she found the genie, what did she find?
I suppose that question might be answered. Ooh, a cave. Ooh. Okay. Now we're talking. I was just thinking, this adventure we're on is missing a cave. Ask and thou shalt receive. Path of shrooms.
I open that?
Oh god, we got a puzzle. Pass. Fancy telling me? Yeah. Good luck to me with that. Yeah. Nah. There's 2 torches there. Huh. Do I go back? Yeah, there are little mushrooms on the floor here. Well, you'd think there'd be a lever somewhere. Hello. What's this? Don't think it's anything special. Looks different though. Make a note of that. Yeah, it sure isn't. Ah, so how do I open that?
Ta-da!
Oh, just like that. What the hell? What? Damn. Go strong.
I remember the miller, when he still lived in the village, before he moved the mill deep into the forest and away from people. He had been making strange machines that ran on water power, sometimes very hot water. He made machines for work, for moving and lifting heavy things, for cutting and clearing trees, very strong machines with wheels and cogs and noisy parts. The people became afraid and began to whisper that the miller was quite mad.
There are some animals in this landscape, but apart from that, lovely. Yeah, really is. I think I've definitely got my money's worth here in this game. Well, all 4 games really. It's like £2 a game with the sale price. What's that?
One day, he caught me playing too close to the big water wheel. He took me by the hand and sat me down on a recently hewn stump. Sitting across from me, he said,
in the sky.
"I know you,
What the fuck is going on with that?"
in a soft, soothing voice, sounding not at all mad. "You are the Weaver's child. I see you running and exploring like no other. You have an inquisitive mind, and that's good. We are not so very different, you and I."
How about remarking that flying house? Oh, I'm walking towards that shit. What the fuck? It's like a flying watermill. What the hell? That can't be a glitch. That's madness. What the hell's going on there? Nah, it's not letting me go up. Jump? Nah, I can't jump either. Song in that. Oh, tell me why. Do we build watermills in the sky? Please tell me why. Those watermills way up high. One more look at that. Jesus.
"The people say you are mad. They are afraid of your machines," I said. His brow furrowed as he looked towards the village center where people were going about their daily business. In hushed tones he said, "Do you know what the people are really afraid of, truly deep down? They are afraid of learning their true nature. They fear the truth about what they are." He looked back to me as a nearby machine stopped working and looked towards us. It seemed to be listening.
Spooky. Machines coming alive, flying in the sky. How is this flying in the sky? This world's gone mad. That might be my mountain. Get back on the path. There seems to be a path following game. Quite linear.
Is this the wrong way?
Is it? It was the only way.
You see, Lula, the miller continued, they are afraid that the machines may one day develop their own intelligence and begin to make their own decisions, that they will, in a way, be just as alive as them. This frightens them because it would prove their notions about life to be wrong. It would mean that life is not magic, but a natural, inevitable occurrence of sufficient time and conditions. A light seemed to glow in his eyes as they pierced deep into my own.
Come on. Get up the hill. Get up the hill.
What they are really afraid of is that the reflection they see in the mirror is also just a machine. A wonderful biological mechanism, but a machine nonetheless. They think themselves free, but in their willful ignorance, they are as free as guinea pigs in the maze. Their life is out of balance.
Oh, going this way.
He let out a long sigh and said, "Now, be on your way, Lula. The machines grow restless without work to do." He stood and began to walk away, then paused and looked back at me. "Stay curious, Lula, child of the Weaver. Never stop exploring. Never give up hope. Find the Genie, and most importantly, question everything."
Hell? Okay.
Question everything. His admonition echoes in my sleep and weaves its way into my dreams. Dreams that the shamans say are proof of the gods. Could they be wrong? Will the machines learn to dream? If they become free to make their own choices, to choose their own path, will they be good choices? Will they be kind? It all sounds so absurd. Surely there is not enough time in all the world for them to develop intelligence.
Come on. Turn off auto walk there. This path's a bit too windy for that. I thought that would be my mountain there. There's lightning striking off it, didn't we?
Perhaps the miller was mad after all. The stories of the shamans seem much simpler and easier to understand. Is it wrong to question what you are taught? Will it make me also mad if I question everything? If I doubt the stories told by the shamans, surely they will think me mad. And worse, they may think I am wicked. But I know in my heart that I am not. So perhaps it would be best not to question the shamans. They are the wisest of our people and surely can't be wrong.
Surely. Well, you were told to question everything, so question the shamans too. What we got here?
Can't find Genie by just walking.
Definitely not. Oh yeah, we're jumping. There we go. Not your average walking simulator, this. This is the most in-depth one of the lot.
I dreamed of a time when the machines had grown their own intelligence and built their own village, a shiny little town of dwarves. They busied themselves with building and making a place of their own in the world. But where were the people? As I wondered, a tiny machine with huge spectacles appeared before me. Instantly, I saw what had happened to all the people. I saw a plaque on a dry shoreline amidst smoldering ruins. It said, "We were here." It can't really be said that we did the best we could.
Hold on. Yeah, like I said, this game does seem to be the most in-depth mechanically out of all of them. Some platforming elements in this one. Yeah, I haven't got a very good idea what's going on myself. I think she's just reminiscing about stuff and while she's walking. Got a lot of memories, a lot of stories to tell.
As I walk, I wonder what I will find at the top of the mountain of fire. I have only heard of the genie in stories and have never seen it myself. I feel awe, and with it, more than a little fear. Can there be reverence without fear? Awe without mystery? We seek answers but resist them when they threaten the notions we feel. Often, we prefer to dwell in the dreams of the heart than in the truth of the mind. The genie has power, this much I know.
The mountain of fire, okay. It says the mountain of fire. So we're looking for a volcano now, I'm guessing. Yeah. Very pretty.
Life, out of balance. I remember the miller's words. Is it our nature to think ourselves somehow separate from all other things? We do seem to perceive in extremes, light or dark, good or bad, happy or sad. When we follow any extreme path, life falls out of balance and we become grotesque caricatures of ourselves. Inside we become like a pregnant goblin, forever travailing, but never giving birth. Empty vessels obsessed with fullness.
Yeah. Can't argue with that. Yeah, not enough middle ground in the world these days.
Perhaps our true nature is neither extreme. Path and a life in balance is the middle path. But where is this middle path? I have not seen or heard it, though I cry out, "Hello!" in the unpopulated wilds. I seem to be alone.
Hello.
I want to give an opportunity to someone who has followed me secretly, a chance to walk with me. But it seems unlikely as chickens that swim for anyone to change the path they have chosen.
Yeah, don't look down. That's a long way down. Hello. I see something right far in the distance there. Is that my mountain of fire?
I dreamed of a brightly colored carnival that came to the village. A dark storm threatened on the horizon, and the winds battered the tents and streamers. A hawker in a top hat cried out from a grandstand, "Come one, come all, test your wits and guile in the house of mystery. Adventure or horror, it is up to you. A game of $60 for the majestic audience." Lines of people with blank eyes, starved wide, filed in slow procession into the tent.
Actually, that thing I thought was my mountain of fire, I think it's a statue. Like a really big statue. Come on. Get up. Get up.
There are those who simply never choose a path. They know that neither extreme is balanced, but they cannot find the middle path, and so they become frozen in a stasis of indecision.
Yeah, I suppose
distracted by anything and following the whims of the day. They seek to fill the emptiness with any passing fancy.
Don't you dare come alive.
They too seek the genie, but they do not know why, and so become lost. Even with unmoving eyes they see me.
Put away.
They would eat me alive if they could.
Oh, have we got another cave? Oh no, just an underpass by the looks of it. Okay. Cool beans. Yeah, exactly. Oh, don't walk off the edge.
Though I have not seen much life along this path, I look for it. I thought I saw a stag out the corner of my eye, fleet-footed into the forest. Or perhaps it was just a memory rising to the surface. I remember walking idly through the forest one day, simply enjoying the green scent of the air and the singing of the birds. when my idyll was disrupted by a crashing through the trees.
The hell?
It was a stag that seemed frightened and injured, as its legs buckled beneath it, and it fell to the ground at my feet.
Wow.
I could see that it was shot through with an arrow. I recognized the work of the Fletcher from our village. His shot was not true, and I wondered how far the stag had run before collapsing. How long had his fear and pain been drawn out? His chest heaved with struggling breath. He fought to breathe his last.
I saw a dragon.
I knelt and lay his muzzle in my lap. I stroked his fur and lied to him in whispers that it was okay. It would be better. His eyes seemed to plead with me. He did not want to die, but could not live any longer. Then, a final exhalation, a susursus of blood-flecked air from his steaming muzzle, and he was still. Silence blanketed the world, broken only by my sobs. Why did I have to witness this? Why did I have to be the one?
That's my mountain, surely. It's all big and tall and stuff. Gotta have a big mountain to climb. It's been hyped up this much. Go this way. Quite the adventure.
Where the heck is this thingy?
Yeah, good question.
I have held the dying in my arms and whispered them to better worlds. Worlds that I no longer believe exist. That moment, I was changed forever. Something shattered in my heart and was forever lost. There could be no gods that allowed this. There could be no magical place, free from pain and suffering, to greet us after death. The shamans were fools, feeding lies to the people to keep them placated.
Seems to be going away from this mountain. Bring me back, bring me back.
Such lies are not only false, but cruel. It makes people go through their lives in apathy, in expectancy of something better to come. It lessens the value of this life, this one brief and shining moment of light tucked between the twin expanses of infinite nothing. We squander our lives as if in rehearsal. We wait and hope as the unretrievable moments slip by. I know now, fate is the cruelest lie.
What the hell?
Let the sky itself fall and the world be broken.
Run away! Run
What
away!
do they
It's a
care?
dragon!
Those that live in hopeful expectancy of death's dream kingdom. They are empty, ciphers without any knowledge other than what is given to them. They amble about the world in apathy and love it not. The truth is,
I think it just
the
cleared
only
my path
thing
for me.
that they love is themselves. They believe what they want to believe, for fear of death, for fear of the knowledge that life ends. They have found in their faith a loophole, a way out of the truth, thinking they will cheat death itself, or that death is simply not real. It is only a transition, a relocation of some imaginary life-bearing magic that animates them. In blissful ignorance, they willfully blind themselves to the truth. Even as the world tears itself apart, they would rejoice and smile in glee. There is much in it that angers me.
I'm kind of getting used to her voice anyway. Pardon me.
Let's jump across the gap.
Really? More platforming. No, no, no. Jump too far. There we go. Oh, come on. Not far enough that time. Really? It's really inconsistent how far she jumps. Right. There we go. Stone arches. Where's my mountain of fire?
Having once believed, they can never again learn otherwise. Their faith is the end of knowledge.
Are we there
They don't
yet?
want answers, thinking they have them all already. If you doubt them or ask them to reconsider their belief, they will be angry and hate you. You will be wicked in their eyes, and they will violently defend their faith. I cannot face them again and wish only for a dark place to huddle and hide away from such madness.
Oh, another cave. Another cave. We're going to punch some boulders again. Oh, no path of shrooms either.
I remember, or was it a dream? I remember when the first plumes of fire smoke rose in vitriolic deltas, like inky rivers of decay, and flowing straight up to the last oceans of clean blue. I remember padding quietly, haunches covered in pelts, when all the world stretched forth to my desire. I remember rising from caves where we had huddled for warmth, and I wondered, who shall lay bounds before me this bright morning?
This does seem right up Lava Street, doesn't it? Hello. What do we have here? So, do I just jump off? That's what I do. Whee!
I remember when cities were planted and swords yanked in living roots from the tender gums of crystalline caves. When the dread smith bellowed his forge in volcanic violence. Andirons red raw with a new lust that gleams on sweating brows. Black pupils, the augury of eyes too long acquainted with muck. The shining eyes of a people familiar with black alluvium scooped in eddies from early spring monsoons.
It's a long cave section.
I remember a time when calendars and lunar travailing were discerned in coiling mandalas, breathing stars born in calculations on the wake of deluge. When you gazed overlong on the bones, dipped glad hands in steaming viscera of bulls, eager at the searing ides of day. I remember the sun was with us when we fed entrails on altars of horn to thunder itself, when the grim sky required obeisance, burning sweetly to him the incense of slaughter. I remember the supplications of trusted mares on cut stone, slabbed in blood grooves, metallic the scent of stallions sweating, fierce the mad flaring, the pounding of pent grass to powder. Being such as we are, we took no notice of our falling. Yeah. Being afraid, we ground angel bone to paste, meal and mortar for the new dispensation. I remember the wind requires etiquette, specific manners, and, do not doubt it, hygiene. Here, hunger matters. When tablets of law are cut from rocks recently forbidden, it was said that they give meaning to dreams and cast out the dread of stark, gaping oblivion. I remember when springs emerged in the desert to unbind the new colt's eyes, when monks of every robe gather prone in the seedless crucible, tears burning on upturned faces, groaning in song. A resonating mantra of living prayer forms. Here, thirst matters.
Oh yeah, there's no water about, so yeah, I'm guessing so. This is a long cave section. I feel I want to go over there. But what's here?
Got to open it somehow.
Just walk up to it like last time. No? Okay. That doesn't work. I've got an achievement, unbreakable, for trying it.
That should do the trick.
I can't remember which one's which. Is it stalactites that go down from the ceiling, stalagmites come up from the ground? I want to say that's the way round they go, but you know, I could be wrong. I'm no expert in these things.
I remember when camels and flies infected the dust in septic streets. A gilded city split like cordwood to the four winds. Grubby cisterns of bitumen sliced in dolorous roads and broken on empty bread. When
Google
mustard
that
weeds
after I
wilted
finish
in
this.
the zenith, trampled under cloven hooves of shining military processionals, spectacles of bronze and terror. Armored of locust, chitinous carapace of beetle, mantids praying and praying.
Ooh, just a fire. These autumn leaves.
Not much left, I guess. This weary dirt. I remember we came seeking balm for disobedience. With hot anvils we beat the air itself to tongues of golden light, flames to speak the unspeakable word of silence. When the mouth of forever gaped its throat across hot dunes, contours bald of grain and variation.
Purdy.
I remember there is a history, certainly, all but forgotten in dusty halls, woven with contempt and plucked apart by unsteady hands, trembling in catharsis.
Going raving in the caves. Cave rave. Oh, do we go down? I think we go down. I've got a feeling we go down. Alright. There's no other way but down. It's Mega Man. Oh god. Alright, okay. YOLO!
Ta-da!
Oh, nice. Like a cat. Got an achievement for that as well.
They said a stone is history, draining its temperance from the cool shade of palms. A stone is history, and an effective bludgeoning device. I remember when the old men whispered of outlanders, "Let them have their wandering, we have our roots of mud and blood." The old men grow dim in their eyes and weep to tell of great blue marches, swaying grasses, infantries of floral abundance. They tell of silk-skinned seraphs that live on the other side of the polluted sky, cream-colored in milk and honey. They gather in cavalcades, rank upon rank in the empire of after. They tell of a time with trees, great oaks that shaded deep forests. They blame the will of the thunder and pray in the living radiance of the sun. And they wonder, who shall lay bounds before me this bright morning?
See, I definitely think that that fire must be this, like these autumn leaves. Yeah. Where am I going? Okay, we're going this way. Gotta be getting somewhere near the end. Hey up, let's have a look. What the hell's that? Are they carrots? Ooh, magical carrots. Fair enough. Them carrots will definitely make you see in the dark.
I have to jump across.
Oh, goody. It's not too bad going up. Yeah, that's a lot better than how it was before. So another cave. Time for another cave rave. What the hell? The hell? Just a magic teleporter. Could have done with one of those right at the beginning of the game.
What is it I have seen? A fever dream? Fragments of memory? But they are not my memories. They are the memories of a people doomed. I saw the end of their world, their sky broken, not in apocalyptic striations, but in a slow burning. Their end was hard and bitter agony, a long drawn-out whimpering of life. They held out hope until the very last, hope that it wasn't true, hope for something better to come.
Well, I think that's my end point there. We're nearly there.
I saw fields of corpses, flags planted in the ground and burning. I saw millions gathered at a black stone, like ants, on their knees, while the world burned around them. They did nothing but hope. I had always thought that hope was a good thing, but it blinded them to the truth. I saw a young mother looking up to the sky, shielding her infant from the sun. Her tears were the only water I saw. After the burning came winter, an eternal winter that locked the remaining life in its grip. All fell silent.
Yeah.
A great hush was cast upon all that had passed before.
It really is.
Their world became a frozen tomb. There were none to witness the snow's fall, none to catch the gleam of light prism through a single snowflake, none to hum a sad tune for the fallen, none to ever witness beauty again, though beauty remained. The thought makes me weep. There is no greater love than to be remembered. It is the least I can do. It is the closest we may come to immortality. Perhaps that is what they sought, simply to never end. I can't blame them. The fear of death is great. Fear of the great unknown. Fear that the end is just the end of awareness and all sensation. It is impossible to imagine the absence of imagination.
There it is.
And
This is
so,
the end.
we tend to imagine something there, something beyond all ending.
There's some fire on a mountain, so that must be a mountain of fire.
I have traveled far along this path and begin to despair that it will ever end. What is the Genie? I started with joy in my heart and reverence for spring, but now the cold terror and numb beauty of winter grips me.
Mordor.
Spring seems impossible and feeble in
Cast the ring
comparison.
aside.
Branches bare
Asunder.
as bony hands are dull reminders of a season stirring deep in the blood. This is the time of longing, the stark contrast of white on white.
House.
What is spring compared to this madness of perfect and complete nothing? The truth is, winter never
Hey,
leaves
mountain of
us.
fire's over there.
It lives on in the damp, stony soil of spring's crippled rising. She is asleep in the dark roots, tremulous fingers that grope for the mystery of unknown warmth. She can make no promises of her return, though she sings in my blood like rain. It is winter, and we are only waiting.
Where are we going? Hey. What are you doing? You're going the wrong way. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was going the wrong way. Hold up. Come on, I can't be going down again. Surely not. Go the wrong way. There's fire on the mountain. Fire on the mountain's over there. Oh yeah, if only, eh? Imagine a fair.
I have become a study of pale shades riddled into the frost, a scrying of ice on a brittle window. These are the days of extreme white, in bone-chilling blasts of frozen dawn. The sky itself groans in cyclopean cloud banks of funerary marble.
That'd be quite
Through the
an
driven
expensive
winds
fare.
and ruptured stone, through this desolate failing of whirling winter, I feel the cold loneliness of the world. I cup my hands over my steaming mouth and try not to cry.
Private jet, you could probably get like one for that
I
much.
started this path with such hope in my heart, and now I feel only despair. What good is hope when life is full of heartache and loss? None may feel our joys or sorrows. We are truly alone in the world. What is the point of it all? It seems so senseless. I never asked to be alive, cast into life against my will, without a choice. It is a curse. My bare feet are bloodied and bruised from this journey. My only hope left is that it will soon end.
Well, Genie will make it better, don't worry. We've got 3 wishes.
I found no answers along the path, only more questions. What is the genie? What does it do? Who made it? And where is it from? I shall soon find out. Perhaps it will answer all my questions. I have considered that it may pose more questions than answers, and feel that somehow I already know the answers. And now I see.
Got 3 wishes, baby. Oh, here we go. Here's the Genie. The hell? Is that a crash test on me?
There is no genie. Instead, I see the wizard that spoke to me in my dreams. As I draw nearer, I can hear his voice again. That strange sound with unmoving lips that I can understand as words. Lula, he said, you have made it to the mountain of fire. Unfortunately, you have chosen to avoid your fears along the longest path. You have learned that there are no answers in this choice.
Oh, so I got the bad ending.
In avoiding the darkness of your mind, you have succumbed to it. You, who started this journey with infinite potentiality, have since lost all hope. The path you have chosen is the longest path, and so the other wizard has preceded you here. He has taken the genie, and even now is at work to end this program. You will never walk again. Your mother, father, and Rofesso will cease to be, and the world as you know it will be gone forever.
Oh, right. Oh, cheers.
Program? I wondered. I don't understand. I began to cry. What is the genie? I needed to know. The genie, he explained, is a computational construct, what we call a processor. As an operating administrator, I have introduced a packet of data into the genie. It arranges the data into information that runs a program. This program is called Lula. Your first moment of being was just before you chose the path. You see, Lula, he continued, this world and everything in it, all your memories and dreams, your mother and father, have all been created by you. You have arranged the data into a stream of consciousness that seems real to you. The other wizard, as you think of it, is a bug in the system. Since you chose the longest path, he has had time to corrupt the data, and so now the program must end. Without hope for this world, You are incapable of verifying the data. Thank you for this learning experience.
Oh, yeah, cheers.
The grass bracelet my father made came unbound from my wrist and fell to the ground. I saw all the world fading before me, the memory of my mother and father slipping away. Myself, a light dimming in the darkness and flickering out. Sorrow overwhelmed me as the wizard said, "Goodbye, Lula. Terminating function. End program." Then, silence. Nothingness gaped before me. My final thought, regret. I would have had a story to tell. It would have begun. Once upon a time.
Well, yeah, I got the bad ending. After all that, the path right at the start of the game. And I got an achievement called Better Try the Other. I chose the wrong path right at the very start, and that locked me into the bad ending. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a Drizzlepath Genie. Well, I have to say, yeah, I quite enjoyed playing all four of these games. No, I didn't try the other path. Thanks for reminding me again. Yeah, I enjoyed all those four games. Yeah, definitely well worth the £8 I paid for them all. Yeah. So, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thanks to everyone who came out. I'll most likely be back tomorrow. I might come back. I might revisit this. If I've got 2 hours to kill, I might revisit it. See if we can get the good ending. Yeah, some more TR3 tomorrow. There's definitely a stream tomorrow, and depending on my test results, which I'm expecting to come back positive, I'll probably be streaming Saturday, Sunday, for forever how long. Alright, I'll see you all later. Bye bye.